Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool single slot rotary dial payphone, and this is Barry's equipment from New Hampshire. And this is the initial checkout of this really cool payphone. Now we want to run through a little bit about what needs to be done. We're going to be doing a complete conversion on this payphone, and we do have a lock and key for the vault area, but Barry does not have a T key, and he also needs a lock and a key for the front cover. So we'll go ahead and locate a T key and a lock and key for the front cover. We also want to troubleshoot the transmit, the receive, and the security cable that runs from the handset back to the payphone. Now this payphone has a bell inside of it, but we want to reconfigure that bell because we're going to need to rewire this payphone the way we want it wired to work the way we want it to work. We also want to go through all the connections. We want to make sure that they're proper, wired the way that we want them wired, and that they're tight. We also need to go through the rotary dial. We want to make sure that we clean, oil, and adjust the rotary dial and make sure that the numbers are racking properly. We're going to be going through the coin validator. We're going to make sure that all of the change is falling through the coin validator and into the cash box. We also want to go through the hook switch. We're going to be installing a modular line port on the inside of this payphone so that Barry can bring in any length, any color line cord he chooses, plug right into the modular port, makes for a simple, easy plug and play connection. So we'll be going through the entire payphone and making any repairs that we need to and doing our conversion. We're going to go ahead and do some still pictures of this really cool payphone, and we have a lot of work that needs to be done. We want to get a start on this unit. We'll come back and get some more video as we move forward in the troubleshooting, repairing, and converting of this really cool single slot rotary dial payphone. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, now what we want to do is show the cash box and how it works. Now, someone had been into the payphone in the past, and what they did was they jammed the cash box into the payphone and they bent the linkage, the lever that's for the door that opens for the coins. And there's a latch inside. We're going to show that, and it has to be set every time the cash box is put into the payphone and taken out. And what happened was they bent this latch and we got that straightened out and it's been repaired. So now our latch is set, and what happens when you reinstall the cash box into the payphone is it grabs this latch, it sets it, and it opens our trap door. And that's for the coins. And so when you take the cash box out and you remove it, that clicks back. And you cannot put it back into the payphone until you open the door and set the latch. And you want to turn that clockwise about a quarter of a turn. And then you can go ahead and get your change out. You can shut the cash box, and they would have a little lock or a little seal, and that way, once the cash box was removed from the payphone, you couldn't dump the cash out of the trap door. So now we want to put it into the payphone, it latches, and then when you take it out of the payphone, the trap door shuts, and you can't get the cash out until the lock or the tab or whatever they used, like a little seal, to close the cash box. That's so nobody could get into it. And we're going to show you the writing on this lid of the cash box. So now what we have to do is, since it's been set, we need to clockwise about a quarter of a turn, set our latch, shut our door. We're ready to put it back in the payphone. It opened. We pull the cash box out. The latch closes. And before we put the cash box back into the payphone, we have to set our latch. And so now we're ready to put it back into the payphone. So that shows how to work the cash box so that the latch does not get bent or broken. And that is soft metal, and they did that on purpose. They made it out of a soft metal so that if you broke the latch, you would have to replace the cash box. We'll go ahead and take a short break, and we'll be right back. Now we want to go ahead and run some change through this unit. We're going to use a quarter. We'll do a dime, a nickel, another quarter, a dime, and one last nickel. And now that we know that the coins are falling through the coin validator into the cash box, Barry's getting rich with bubblegum money. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair and conversion of this really cool single slot rotary dial payphone, and we're ready to start our final checkout. I also want to mention our amplified pickup that we have taped to the receiver. Now we use that pickup in troubleshooting, repairing, and on our final checkouts. It's amplified so that you can hear the audio from a receiver. And I have an amplifier back by the video. It has a button on it. When I press the button, I can give dial tone or take it away at any time. And since it's an open amplifier, it is prone to any static interference or noise in the atmosphere. And I'm going to go ahead and press the button. You may hear a little bit of an electrical hum. I'll release it, press it one more time, and release it. So if you hear any noise during the final checkout, it will be coming from the amplifier and not the payphone. Now what we want to do is use our analyzer and send a ring cycle like you were getting a call, so we'll start that. We're going to let that go a few times. I'll let it go one more time and we'll give you some dial tone. Now we want to walk through our numbers. If you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers roll by. We have a nice smooth return on our rotary now. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. If you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light light up, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. We can go ahead and hang our handset up. Now that we know that this unit is ringing in on a ring cycle, we're dialing out. We have transmit and receive. We can go ahead and press this button on the switch box. That gives us a line out, totally takes the analyzer out of the situation, and we can call a time and temp number. We'll go ahead and give you some dial tone. And we'll make that call.
Today is Sunday, March 18th. The current time, 11:31 p.m. and the temperature, 46 degrees.
We can go ahead and hang up. We'll call one other number. We'll call my number, and it'll be busy. Give you some dial tone. And we'll make that call. Go ahead and hang our handset up. Now that we know that this really cool single slot rotary dial payphone has been repaired and converted, we can return it to Barry and he can enjoy this payphone. I'm sure it's going to look great no matter where it's installed. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching and have a great day.